Hello and welcome to today's YouTube video. Today we're going over game 2 of my tournament that I played on Monday, which was 2 days ago. But before we get started, just a little bit of backstory to this game. So after game 1, I went to go to the bathroom just because I drink a lot of water during my games. So people just came out of the bathroom and I walk into the bathroom and it reeks of weed. Now, I don't do that kind of thing, I just go to the bathroom and leave. But I walk out of the bathroom, I smell like weed. I can smell it on myself. I don't know if it had any effect on me at all, but it affected my mindset at least. So I walk back into the chess playing hall and sit down to play my game. I still smell like that, so it's just affecting me as the game goes on, just because I can smell it. I'm just like, oh, this is so annoying. And just that thing, like, I don't want people to think I do that kind of thing. So with that in mind, let's get this game started. I had white against Haynes, an 1850 about rated player. So yeah, he's very strong, and I have white. I play d4, and we play, guess what, the Jobava London. This is just my opening. That's what I do. And he chooses c6. I play e3, and he plays bishop out to f5, and I play bishop to d3. Yeah, this is all theory, if I remember correctly, and he plays e6, a rather uncommon move. So I take, and I thought I messed up my opening here, but I think I actually did play what was recommended by the course I'm studying. So I play h3. And the entire idea of this move is to play g4. Now, black's main move here is generally h5, but the reason I thought I screwed up my opening here is because I thought I had to play knight f3 first after I played h3. So I'm like, oh shoot, I screwed up my opening, and my mindset's already like pretty weak, so I kind of just start like panicking here, even though I'm completely fine. So yeah. He tries to trade the bishop, which is absolutely fine. So I take, and play g4, and this is all fine. And he plays f4. I play queen to d2, attacking the pawn, but he takes, and I take with the queen, and just trade and castle. Now he can't castle. His king's in the center, but that doesn't really matter. Most of the pieces are actually off the board, so having a king in the center isn't actually that much of a liability at this point. So he plays knight to d7, knight b to d7, and I play f4. The reason I do this is to have more control over the e5 square, but I think this was like a slight mistake, even though it marks it as good. I think I should have maybe gone knight e2 and had my pawn on f3 instead to control the e4 square, because that is a nice outpost for his knight. And it also gets in front of the king, so his knight is really helping out there. So yeah, I play f4, which isn't that great of a move, and he plays b5. And I didn't really see the idea immediately, unfortunately. I don't know, like, this game was really bad, like, for my mindset. I was just like kind of panicking the entire game, even though everything was literally completely fine. So I played knight out to f3, b4. In fact, this might be my most accurate game of the tournament. Like, I'm serious. Once you see the accuracy, you're going to be like, huh? Like, it's a crazy accurate game by both sides. So I play knight a4 because I want to go to c5. Everything's completely fine here. But my opponent does have the nice e4 square. And here I have to move one of my rooks. Well, I actually don't have to, but it's normal to move one of your rooks here, because he is threatening the fork, but not really, since if he moves his knight, I do have a check. So there's not actually a fork here, but I move it anyways to pin his knight, maybe set up knight to g5 later on. And he plays king d6 on pinning his knight. Just a very good move. There's nothing wrong with this move. I mean, he's just moving his king forward, sure, but he's in no danger at all. Like, he's literally in no danger. So I play my knight to the center, supported by both my pawns, so it seems like a strong move. And he protects the pawn with rook h to f8. I rook lift here. I want to double on the e2 square. So I lift this rook. If I lift this rook, there was actually a fork if we go back one move. So that's why I didn't lift this fork, because then I'll lift that rook because there's a fork on this square, which is a little bit tricky. So I had to lift this rook here. And he plays knight to b6. Now obviously I'm not trading here. If I trade, my king gets opened up, and I mean, he's just probably going to roll my pawns. And it doesn't really look that good. So I calculated for a little bit here, and I played at knight to c5 because I thought I had compensation for a pawn here. Because you'll notice that I do lose a pawn. After takes, takes, and king takes. Now, the move here that I calculated, but I don't know why I didn't play it, because I literally calculated this before I played it. I calculated knight d3. I don't know why I didn't go knight d3. Instead, I doubled my rooks. Knight d3 check is very good. And the reason it's good is because after check, king here, let's see, I actually forget. Now I double my rooks, and now I have control of the file. But the reason why this move order is so important is because if I double now, he goes king back, and now my knight's blocking, and there's no check here. So it's literally the same position, except now my knight's in the way. If my knight could be here for free, I'd have the same position. Of course, it'd be his move. Like, I could still go here and be the exact same position. But yeah, I choose f5. I actually kind of forget why I played f5. I think I was thinking something along knight f3 and knight to g5, which doesn't make any sense at all. Like, it's literally just a terrible plan. I don't know why I went f5. It is a good move, but I think maybe I actually wanted to reroute knight d3, knight to f4, and put my knight on e6 if he ends up playing f6. I think that was actually my idea. Yeah, my opponent plays a5 to support this pawn, and kind of gets rid of some sting of knight to d3. So I play rook up to e3. I don't know why, I just wanted to have my rook on the third rank. I think I was actually planning c3 or a3 here on my next move, which a3 is actually a decent move. So yeah, rook a7, which I don't actually know what it does that much. I think it stops my rooks from coming to the 7th rank later on. So yeah, it's a good move. So yeah, I play knight back to f3, and it's a bad move. It marks it as good, but no, it's a very bad move. And the reason it's a bad move is because, not that, but it's because I play knight to g5. This move does absolutely nothing. He plays h3, and this is what I calculated. I calculated I had knight h7, and after his rook move, I go to f6. Like, I completely hallucinated here. I don't know why I thought I could go to f6. The pawn is clearly just there protecting that square. So I don't know what I was thinking there. Anyways, I just drop back to f3 because it's my only good move at all. And he plays rook to d8. No, I just simply played b3. His knight goes to a3, and he actually has a very strong idea here. And his idea, which I saw on my move here, is knight back to b5 and knight to c3. And it's a very strong idea because it essentially just he's going to attack and he's going to win. Like, he basically has an unstoppable attack at this point, and I'm losing. Yeah, so I play rook d1 to put pressure on this pawn. Plays knight to b5, and I was like, this is resignable. Like, this position is resignable. So again, guess what? I hallucinated, and I thought I had a rook to a d5, king takes, and check. Yeah. I don't have rook takes d5. No, it doesn't work. and I resigned. I resigned after knight takes d4. Yeah. It was a pretty accurate game, though. But I just completely hallucinated at some points and played pretty bad. But yeah, the accuracies are insanely high. I had an accuracy of 89.2, which is pretty good. I had one mistake, two inaccuracies. Of course, some of the good moves that I called it, I think were actually bad. But whatever. And my opponent had an accuracy of 96.9. Wow. That was a very good game by my opponent. Yeah, he played really good. But yeah, estimated rating. This time it gave it to me. Yesterday, I don't know why it didn't. Today's estimated rating, I have an estimated rating of 2250, and my opponent had an estimated rating of 2600. Very good game by my opponent. Honestly, I don't know if I had any chance of winning at all. I mean, very good game by my opponent. He played very accurately, gave me very little chances out of the opening. I mean, if you look at the graph, it's like basically a dead draw until I make a mistake with knight 2 and g5. But yeah, good game by my opponent. He thoroughly outplayed me, and I just had a bad mindset this game, and honestly, that's probably what killed me. I mean, no discredit to my opponent. He played an amazing game, but my mindset was definitely not there. But yeah, thanks for watching today's video. Don't forget to leave a comment down below, like and subscribe, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.